Conditional formatting can highlight important numbers, reveal patterns, and even format an entire row automatically. Here's how all three work. I'm Matt. This is the real world teacher. Let's start with the basics, then build to a custom formula. First, select all the cells that you'd like to format. Then, go to Format, go down, and choose Conditional Formatting. It will open this tab. Starting off, we have these format rules where it formats a cell if something is met. So right now, everything's highlighted green because it's wanting to highlight stuff that is not empty, and there's numbers in these cells. Starting off, I would just like to make numbers green if they're greater than or equal to 100. I'm going to scroll down in here, and I can see greater than or equal to my value or formula here. I'm looking for a value of 100. I can hit enter. You can see that that automatically changed my table here. I'll press done, but then I need another rule. I also want things that are less than 100 to be red. My range is still the same. I'm going to have to format cells if they are less than 100. My value is 100. Change my fill color to a red, hit done. Going back to the rules, there's a lot of different options that you have. You have text starting or ending with, dates, greater than, less than, equal to. You have custom formula is. That's everything you have to work for under single color. If you're looking to undo any of the conditional formatting that you've done in your selected areas, go up to Format, Conditional Formatting. All of your rules will show up there. Remove the rule by pressing the garbage can, and you could do that for all of them. And now we're left with nothing again for formatting. If you want to compare the entire range, you can choose color scale instead. That's the right side here. You can press color scale. We can apply it to our range. Right now it's only applied to F2. I'd like to change that. You could type in F2 all the way to F26. When you click away, it works. Or you could go in and select your range this way with the table, and you can see there it's changing based on where I'm clicking. So I choose the range I'm looking for, press OK. Going down to format rules, I can press preview. Right now it's all greens. You could have yellows, reds, the opposite way for green to white, a mix of red, yellow, green. It's really up to you. Depending on what you're doing, you might want different colors. For this, I'd like to use green to yellow to red. Once that's implemented, you can see that my minimum value is green. I personally normally like green as the max value, so I'm going to change those. Press on max value, press green. I'll go to min value, press red, and now it changed. One thing that's important to note in this, that the colors are all relative to each other. So you can see here, 238 is a pretty big number. It's actually the largest in my quantity on hand column. If I change that to 5,000, everything else is going to seem much lower. It's important to keep that in mind if you're using the color scale. I'm going to undo that number with Command Z. I'll go over to my formatting rule and press done. We now have a color scale conditional format rule. You can also highlight an entire row based on values in that row. In this table, column F contains the current inventory and column G contains the reorder level. I want the row to turn red whenever the current inventory reaches or falls below its reorder level. We're going to go into single color. I'm going to apply this range to my whole table. I'll press OK, so A2 to G26. Okay, then I go to Format Rules. I want to format my cell if. Go all the way down to custom formula is. I'm going to start with equals, then a dollar sign to fix the F column, starting in F2. If my quantity on hand is less than or equal to my reorder level, I want it to show up as red. I need to have that in my formula, so less than or equal to dollar sign G2. Given that this is showing I need to reorder, you might not want it as a green color. I would probably want it as a red just to show that it's a little bit alarming. My inventory is running low. Choose a red, press done. You can exit conditional formatting. Now, anytime my quantity on hand is less than or equal to my reorder level, the entire row is highlighted in red. You can see here with the 38 reorder level, if this 180 changed to 15, that row is automatically highlighted. The dollar signs keep the rule checking columns F and G while the row number changes for each product. Make sure the row number in your formula matches the first row of your selected range. If your range begins on row 2, your formula must also begin on row 2. Use basic rules for specific cutoffs, color scales to compare a full range, and custom formulas when the formatting depends on other cells. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more real-world skills from spreadsheets to personal finance and beyond, because this is the stuff that school skipped.